Hey y'all, we're now watching Shin Godzilla. So, this is the film that came out before Godzilla Minus One. My sister has not seen it. I have seen it 7 years ago, whenever it first came out. And it'd be quite interesting to rewatch it after the success of Minus One. And it's a more political story, more story with the government than Minus One for sure. Minus One had less characters.
You've mentioned that there's a lot of meetings.
A lot of meetings. And Godzilla himself in this movie looks very cool too. Very, very different design. Very radical design. And we're huge Godzilla fans, so we've seen lots of Godzilla films. And haven't seen all of them. So if you guys want us to watch more, let us know in the comments below. We have to see the new Godzilla X Kong Empire 2. The one that came out this year. We haven't seen it yet. Yeah. So Shin Godzilla is also directed by the guy who made the Evangelion anime, I think. That's what it's called. So that's the reason why this film was popular in Japan, apparently. Like it made a lot more money than Minus One, I think, if I remember correctly, from the box office.
Wow.
So, yeah, let's get right into it. Let's watch Shin Godzilla.
7 years ago, huh?
8 actually, 2016. Yeah. So
2016 is 8 years ago.
I know. The CGI in this is obviously not as good as the new one, but at the time when I watched it, I thought it was pretty cool. I don't remember this at all.
Well, it's been 8 years for you. Wow.
Rest in peace, Coast Guard crew. Wow, very frantic film already.
Yeah. It's so quiet.
Yeah.
No music.
I don't remember this at all.
The silent background makes it seem like something really bad is about to happen.
This is so realistic of when filming it.
Evacuate the area, everyone starts filming. It's like a documentary in a way.
Even the comments on the live stream, that's so cool. I never noticed that detail. There's the meetings. Yeah, that's true. Why would there be a volcano above the Tonle Sap?
何者かが海底にいる可能性があります。なんだ？巨大な生物と推測します。ネットにはそれを裏付ける動画も存在します。
的対処方針をまとめて直ちに関係閣僚会議を開きます。よろしいですね、総理。では皆さん、大会議室に集まってください。
Let's have a meeting, alright? Let's have a meeting after this meeting. Okay, sure. But he mentioned they saw videos of it. He doesn't show the videos. I'm confused about that.
That's why they're going to the main conference room.
It's nothing to do with being a rebel. He saw it online. Just show the video. Because nowadays it could be all deep faked or whatever. Everyone's got their own assistant. Jeez.
Oh, is that what they are?
Yeah, they must be like.
I see.
Like each person has an assistant, I guess.
Huge whale.
Well, doesn't Godzilla mean whale? I think they got that word from that originally. So it's like a reference.
このようなことがあったでしょうか。前代未聞です。
なんだ今のは尻尾。尻尾ですね。
矢口の冗談が現実ならば受け。
関係閣僚は至急総理執務室へ。
Alright, let's end this meeting. Back to another meeting with the Prime Minister.
これは一体なんだ。巨大不明
I can't get any rest.
知りたい。急いでくれ。はい。
There's only like 2 women in this room.
Yep, Japanese government.
今後の対応です。速やかに巨大不明生物の情報収集し、駆除、捕獲、排除と。
See, his makes the most sense.
Everyone seems reluctant.
これどこの役所に行ったんですか。
Okay, that's actually kind of funny.
I like how the movie just jumps straight into it.
Okay, maybe this is more of a dark comedy than I remembered.
I think so. The alpha. Oh. Oh.
I'll give them props for doing CGI in broad daylight. You know, they would hide it in nighttime just to make it look better.
廃魚のような足の存在が推測できます。
もし上陸の可能性はありますか。
はい、可能性は捨てきれません。
の結論も上陸行動は常識として考えられないと。
ではなく確実な情報だけを公表すべきだと。
分かった。
But they have to prepare for other possibilities, not just verified information. That's so cool. I love the idea of all the boats just gathering together like that. That's so scary.
That's gotta be a reference to Fukushima. All the boats getting pushed in by the tsunami. That's gotta be, yeah, this is a clear reference to Fukushima. Everyone's wearing serious uniforms to show that they're ready. They love doing that in Asia. He shouldn't have said that.
It came on land. Oh, now the music's coming in. What the f-
Isn't that fucked up looking? That's so embarrassing. Imagine saying that. Actually, this is giving me a few goosebumps.
It actually looks like a lizard. Well, that's certainly one with depiction of Godzilla.
It's okay, now we have a meeting for this meeting. Every action requires a meeting.
The foundation of democracy. It seems like a lot of this is just referencing real life.
No, yeah, for sure.
Since, like, they're showing footage from handheld cameras, news reports.
Definitely very different than -1. It's really cool to watch this. Actually, the CG looks really good. Like some of the destruction here, it looks insane. It's a very jarring look to it.
I like the music.
The music in this movie is really good. Wow, that put a lot of people in this movie. It was like a huge movie.
Oh, and Godzilla just keeps going and going, and it looks like a lizard. I mean, I know, like, it doesn't even have hands.
Yeah. He's so adorable.
It looks
no
like
teeth.
rubber, like there's no control over those eyes. And what are those, scales?
Yeah. Very interesting take, no control.
What a different depiction of Godzilla.
He's just crawling over the building. Wow, that's... Wow. I forgot how good the CG here looked good.
災害緊急事態の布告の宣言をお願いします。今は超法規的な処置として対応がありません。
Can you imagine being these actors and most of the time they're acting just in these rooms?
Yeah.
ですから人の力で駆除することができます。同じ自然地震や台風とは違います。総理、国民を守ることが第一です。
総理、ここは苦しいところですが。
I feel kind of bad for the Prime Minister looking at all these people.
承認のご決断をいただかないと。
今ここで決めるのか。
より再派で出ています。
A little meeting? Yes.
運用機関は救護と避難誘導任務を優先させます。対処できないでしょう。
飛行課も特課も即応できない。やはり対戦ヘリしかないな。木更津の状況か。
現着予定時刻。
Oh yes, trying to kill Godzilla. Definitely will work out. We've seen this in every Godzilla movie. The military always wins when they take on Godzilla for the first time. Very weird design, right? Isn't that cool?
It's interesting.
It is very rubbery looking. Yeah, there's the old Godzilla music. Oh, it's shimmering all over. There's the arm.
Wow, this looks like a horror story.
まるで進化だ。
Is that like blood all over him? I suppose.
I love the faraway camera shots of it. Makes it
Yeah.
feel like it's really grounded there.
This Godzilla feels like he has no control. The one in -1 seems keen on getting to places.
Wow, look at
But it
that.
seems like he's calmed down a bit. It's huge.
12避難完了との報告です。わかりました。花森大臣、いつでも射撃を開始して。
総理、本当に始めます。
Why not just report to him directly? Oh, is there even a train coming?
目標周辺に人影を確認。射程上に住民がいる。
Oh,
Oh my god, the train of...
oh, he's just standing there.
He's standing there menacingly. It's like, okay, they're not.
交通運河より離岸。首都高羽田線を破断し、経費
Man, it makes me feel like we're ants. Looking at all this. Wow, they did a good job with the set. It just reminds me of an earthquake.
Yeah. Wow.
I love how they always show everyone's title, like titles, no matter how long it is.
関東近郊に偏ってますよね。
迎撃作戦は首都防衛が最優先だ。まあ、5階からのお達しらしい。
骨太を頼むよ。立川です。武雄です。
Yeah, he really likes these shots from the the floor or the ground. That's so cool though. All this work to set up meetings.
巨災隊事務局長の矢口だ。
そして第三形態だ。
Wow, that's a lot of writing.
まだ次もあるのか。
あと先日採取した体液のサンプルはうちの利権で分析中です。なので思考も特定できません。
You can't determine how smart it is.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Godzilla, just like the old movies.
確かに。
このサーベイデータって巨大不明生物の移動ルートと完全に一致しています。
So the radiation is rising around Tokyo. I love how the people were asking about it.
Talking about on Twitter.
Yeah. Man, it really does feel like it's in this era, like of life.
長官していく。
Mm.
赤坂。
違う。お前にアポを取ったとの情報も入っている。
僕に？なぜです？
So you.
現政権のリポートを読んでも興味深い使えそうな人物としてランドン矢口がベラーの選択不服でも。
そうでしたら赤坂首相補佐官が適任かと思いますが。
第三国にインテリジェンスは流さない。Just US Japan。そう、ウィンウィン。
Is it? Let's get to it.
Thank you. Oh, I rushed to your quota straight from a party.
I don't believe she's a US diplomat. There's no way she's a US diplomat. Her English isn't that great. They just casted a Japanese actress as a US diplomat. That's so funny.
And it kind of leaned into the stereotype. I came straight from a party.
Yeah.
漂流していた彼の小型船が無人状態で海保に保護されています。
That's right. It's the DOE's code name, Godzilla. 彼が英語で名付けていた。
ゴジラ。どういう意味だ？神の化身を意味する言葉だそうです。
Oh, no, Island again. That's funny.
彼が英語をつけたと聞いている。
言いにくいな。前。
Wow.
各国の放射性廃棄物の無秩序な
Ah.
ですか。
Radiation was dumped 60 years ago.
まさか。こちらが食べた？
Sure.
If I throw in an English word here and there, I'm an American.
どうも日本語の敬語が苦手なの。そろそろタメ口にしてくれる？
仕事ですよ。
Everybody's using their professional expertise to
Yeah, no.
analyze Godzilla.
そうか。考えられる即応可能な唯一の対処方法が体内冷却システムの強制停止です。
生命維持のため自ら反応炉をスクラム状態にせざるを得ない。
I love these camera shots. They're very like
冷却を必要とするので死に至る発明です。
detached.
活音凍結は可能です。
蛍光投与の可能性を模索すべきと考えます。
ゴジラは直立歩行形態になってる。できるのか？
It's not like in -1 where it felt like a very personal story.
Yeah, this one feels very
It
detached.
feels like the whole of Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Like the unit, the janitor.
At the end of the day, it's the janitor that cleans up, huh?
Yeah, maybe that's like a joke about it.
1分前にゴジラが相模湾から出現。鎌倉に最上。
There we go. There's the
There we
classic
go.
music. I love the giant tail. And the music's more
It's
quiet
the,
too.
Yeah.
There's the theme, the theme from the old movie.
Yeah. It's the classic theme. That's so cool.
This is before COVID too. Think about that. The masks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's Family Mart.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, this feels like a huge film, actually. There's like a lot going on.
He looks like a titan. Like one of the titans from Attack
Yeah.
on Titan. The colossal titan.
I feel like
With
that was
all
definitely
the
inspired.
blood and the veins and...
身長が2倍近くになっています。進化したゴジラ第4形態です。
Oh, nice music.
Really long tail.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that
It's
shot.
huge.
He's a big boy compared with like Godzilla -1. Nice shot.
Yeah. Lots of faraway shots.
Yeah, it really gives him perspective, like he's here.
Yeah.
I really like those shots too.
Mm.
Man, they're I don't actually have to train running during that time.
海外から擁護して見られる事態も避けたい。
Have to worry about that.
進捗はどうなっている？残念ながら実行に至るまではまだ。
Cleared for takeoff. Oh, there's the Apaches. If you think about it, it's kind of easy. Just shoot at a giant target.
That is true, yeah.
You're not fighting humans.
Yeah, as long as the city is evacuated.
That's really cool that they set up these the
yeah.
command points.
They did that in the 2014 Godzilla, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're shooting at it.
Yeah.
And just
'Cause they
shooting
still-
for his head immediately rather than just shooting his whole body. You know, take out the head,
Oh,
right?
true.
Makes perfect sense. Does Godzilla even notice that he's been shot at? They did a good job shooting it. Not a single hit in the back. They're really trying to aim properly without hitting the civilian sides. Wow, look at that. All those tanks shooting at it. Definitely feels like a very big film compared with -1.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that's where you have a tank. You could. Oh, nice camera shot.
Yeah, that
I wish
was
they kept it
cool.
there. Oh man, rocket launchers.
Jesus.
He's not even noticing. It's like Top Gun, but with Godzilla. Did you see his eyes flip to like?
Oh, I didn't see.
That was cool. I never seen that before. What a badass.
Ah! His tail's huge. Oh no. Oh shit.
Oh.
What a sight.
Yeah. And they got Americans watching. Man, this Godzilla just seems so indifferent, right? Like kind of just not in just kind of just walking around.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun, the US is now sending in bombers. I love it, just like the guy working at the store just watching it.
yeah.
That's so immersive. Oh, cool. Blackout. Yep.
Oh.
I love how he's
He's
the
like
only thing
looking
that's color.
down
Yeah.
on everyone.
That's quite cool that they have to account for the US attacks.
Hmm. Oh man.
That'd be terrifying to be trapped on the ground.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that shot. Wow.
総理には東京を捨てても守らなければならない国民と国そのものがあります。ここは退避してください。
しばしの間、指揮は小塚都知事に任せましょう。
He doesn't seem like a bad person. He's just limited by the politics of how Japan's run.
Oh, now he gets to see it in person.
あれがゴジラか。
予定より早く米軍の攻撃が始まります。
Ah.
I'm going to be bleeding.
Uh-oh.
何の光だ。
What?
しんね。
Bomber 2 and Bomber 3 will circle in from behind. Payback time. Roger. Payback.
There's no way actual pilots would say that.
Oh. It's like a walking firebomb in this movie.
Rest in peace, Prime Minister. This scene's insane. Like, absolutely insane.
Oh, how terrifying. Looks like a Terminator.
Man, that scene was amazing. That scene's, like, insane.
Jesus.
Yeah. You mentioned your theory about Godzilla not being in control. A lot of people think that. You know, this Godzilla is not able to do anything about it.
Well, before, when he was,
Yeah.
like, a kid.
Yeah, you saw he's, like, just blows up.
Oh, yeah. Here, too.
Yeah. I wonder if that scene was, they're kind of blaming the US for what happened, because that pretty much killed a lot of people in Tokyo, as you can imagine. But the US was just trying it, you know, to kill it, just like the SDF was trying to kill it. So
Everybody was, yeah.
官房長官も花森大臣もみんなもう誰もいないんです。ないものは当てにすんな。今残ったものでやれることはやるだけだろ。
I think he's the one going to pieces.
Yeah.
君が落ち着け。
Yeah, they seem pretty calm, honestly.
Frustrated, angry, sad, all at once.
He actually told the Prime Minister to go. So, remember? He said you can go. You know, the
yeah,
nation
he
depends
probably
on you, so
blamed
I
himself
wonder if he's
too.
blaming himself. Yeah.
時代理に指名されました政府の機能不全による緊急避難として
The agriculture minister, he was the one that wasn't at the meeting. I mentioned that very briefly at the beginning. Man, that's like ominous, right? All the empty seats.
All the empty seats. It's all in white.
Pretty straightforward.
レベルに対応可能な研究所に送ってくれ。
しかし国の生物ですやばいですよ。
いいんだ。少しでも多角的なゴジラの情報。
もう動きがないですね。0.8から1シーベルト付近と安定しています。
Just sitting there.
Yeah. Doing all that fire used up a lot of energy.
From the government's point of view, it is for that reason that we would agree to a 2+2 cooperation.
They love their 2+2 cooperation.
As the Army expressed romance, the backbone of the government.
シミュレーション T2 と同じ結果です。
I look at the translators there.
で、ピアズミ算式に個体が軍隊化すると予測している。
Godzilla propagate. Oh no.
小型化だけでなく、間を飛翔する可能性すらある。
Not the end of the human race.
Before that happens, using our nuclear wisdom is the only road to salvation for mankind.
いえ、ゴジラの処分に熱核兵器を使用すべきと主張している。可能性が 13% というレポートが大統領に上がった。
Based on what? Godzilla hasn't moved from Japan. I love how they just come with these numbers.
弾道ミサイルの核攻撃。
It's kind of moronic, as you can imagine, right? Godzilla eats nuclear energy. Why would you hit him with a nuclear missile?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
Fucking dumb as shit.
東京での核兵器使用の容認もですか。
Oh, jeez.
The things we decide in meeting rooms like this. Yeah. They're emotional about it, of course, because, you know, this is the third bomb that would go on Japan.
Yeah, true.
The US was going to nuke Tokyo at some point, too, during World War II. Yeah.
Oh, but...
夢ではなく、現実を見て考えろ。
The US is so scared about Godzilla, like, going everywhere. Producing.
先ほど政府が承認し、国連大使に通知した。
Oh,
でも彼らは同じ決断をするそうだ。
Ooh. Evacuating millions of people from Tokyo.
Holy Christ.
There's this feeling of like dread in this movie.
Yeah, there
I feel
is.
like. With the lack of music they're using.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool. Evacuating people. Yeah, what did he do in the boat?
形状から新たな知識情報が追加され、解析パターンをすべて網羅することができました。その結果、
Oh, he mentioned it.
元教授が起こした解析図はおそらく元素を変換する生体機能部の分子元素を変換細胞膜とでも言うのかな先に
Langsam. Lassen Sie uns mal den Japanern vertrauen. Sagen Sie ihnen, dass wir gerne.
Everyone's gonna do analyzing the Godzilla. Everyone's gonna work together to analyze Godzilla.
牧元教授の解析表が解けました。
この国で隙を通すのは難しい。
Yeah, they're making a point about creativity. It's all stifled
僕一人じゃない。
in Japan.
総理、巨彩体の働きで矢口プランの問題点は
意にされたらいかがでしょう。
Ah, so they're making a case for Japan should just do what it wants. So where do I fix my stamp?
巨大不明生物の活動
This is definitely very pro-nationalist movie compared with the other minus one,
長いですね。
which is a more personal story.
Yes.
There's always some crazy plan. Always some crazy plan to stop Godzilla at the end of every Godzilla movie. It's like this is guaranteed. It's always a thing. Asking Europe to stall.
Petition to interrupt the countdown. China and Russia are opposed, but we're maintaining silence. The Patterson name. Mud will stick. And your dream of becoming president in your 40s will disappear.
Run for president in the U.S. This was definitely the weirdest part of the movie for me.
Hey, Kayoko.
No guarantee of them coming back in one piece.
Of course. I'll be the Japanese government later.
Oh my god. There's always some speech.
Yeah, pretty much.
今回のヤシオリ作戦遂行に際し、君たちに託します。以上です。では、いえ、この機は逃せません。結婚します。屋内待機を徹底してください。丹波さん、お願いします。開始する。第1段階。陽動始め。
There's the old music. Oh, that's cool. They're having drones do it.
Ah. Oh.
That's on purpose. And nobody dies with a drone shot down. Similar to -1, right? Then when Godzilla used some energy. Wow, look at that CG work. Really impressive. Okay, I don't remember that. It fires beams from the tail. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, there's the military theme.
Wow, his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Wow, very cool.
Bury Godzilla in buildings. Jeez. Oh, this is supposed to be rebuilt. This is ridiculous. But they gotta put the Kooligan in him.
They're lucky that most of his body's still out there so they can do this.
Yeah, exactly. What if he fell down a different way?
Yeah.
It's a movie, though.
Yeah.
Of course. God, imagine you're the soldiers here. I'd be scared shitless.
Yes.
Waiting for, like, can you please pull it faster, 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 faster?
Oh no.
Oh, shit. Has been annihilated. Wow, how many trains did they prepare for this? And they're also lucky that the Godzilla's still sitting on a train track.
Yeah.
This is the most ridiculous thing.
Oh.
Imagine you're a Japanese train company, you're told that you have to sacrifice all your trains for this.
You have to work together.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. But sometimes it is, very melodramatic.
Oh yeah, sometimes.
That's the way they do their acting, though. So
Well, this movie has been pretty
realistic, actually, in terms of acting. Man's been knocking it out.
Finally, you can breathe a sigh of relief.
Thank you, France.
Wow.
That one little scene of him behind to the French ambassador. So the radiation will disappear much faster. Nice. Convenient. But it's a new type of radiation too, so that works.
Wow. Very hopeful speech.
Yeah, he seems cynical, but he's also a pragmatist.
I wonder if it's also to tell the people in Japan
Yeah.
like that. Something like that.
Maybe the movie's trying to urge them to be creative, but it's also very pro-Japanese nationalist, like seize your destiny. Whatever that is. Ooh. Just Godzilla remaining there
shot.
awkwardly as a frozen statue forever.
事態の収束にはまだ程遠いからな。
Wow. Oh no.
Yeah, this is a really crazy ending. Like, wait, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is that coming out of its tail? It's been, like, lots of speculation for ages. Isn't that crazy? Way to end it?
What the?
Was he creating new Godzillas? New human Godzilla? What the hell's going on there? Like, they're all coming out.
Mutated
Yeah,
human
mutating more
Godzillas.
Godzillas. Really crazy, right? And there's the old theme, of course.
That was a very enjoyable movie.
Really?
Yeah, it was enjoyable.
Okay,
Just
awesome.
kind of seemed a little bit long in the middle, but overall it was very enjoyable.
So what do you think of all the meeting aspect of it?
Well, as you pointed out, you prepared me for the meeting part.
We need a meeting for this meeting. Okay, Prime Minister. Goes out. We need to do another briefing. Got it. Goes back in. It was obviously, I mentioned it earlier, but it was
Satirical.
making fun of the, a lot of the Japanese response to Fukushima. That everything needs a meeting, stuff like that. And those meetings cost people's lives. As you saw, the Prime Minister made that, confidence speech. He will never step on land. And then literally steps on land.
Like, yeah.
But that was what he was told, to be fair. So,
True. That's true. This felt like a very... The whole of Japan against Godzilla. I mean, yeah, -1 was the same way, but it felt more like a personal story to each one.
This one felt like everyone was really working together. The government, companies,
the military,
different countries, U.S. putting in some drones and stuff.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because in the Hollywood films, you'd see the military sitting together, like, near computers, discussing. But here in this movie, they're just sitting around a table in a quiet environment, giving out the orders to the people in the field.
Yeah. In fact, they literally...
That's probably the more realistic one.
Yeah, that is more realistic.
Yeah, that's more realistic.
It shows how, like, orders flow down. I love that General was like, we're ready to execute. And then she's like, we're ready to execute. Like, right next to each other. It's so funny.
She was also interpreting, like, he said, we've blown our military's been wiped out. She said, that place isn't safe. Reinterpreting the...
She is a politician.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just rewording everything. You mentioned earlier that Godzilla was not in control, especially at the beginning, where he was just like doing whatever. Yeah, I got that impression too. A lot of people got that impression. And the music lyrics for the scene where he's bombed in the middle of the movie, where he got bombed by those U.S. bombers, and then he started beaming and blowing up everything. That was the lyrics are like, I'm suffering the whole time. Godzilla's literally suffering the whole movie. Yeah.
I think you've mentioned before.
Yeah, and great soundtrack. That whole sequence was amazing.
Yes. Yeah, this Godzilla, I kind of felt bad for him because of... It didn't seem like, for example, -1, he seemed determined.
Deliberately an asshole.
Yeah, he was... That's probably the only Godzilla movie where I was rooting for Godzilla to actually die. This movie, I felt bad for him. And... yeah. Godzilla's a him, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, he's asexual, so it doesn't matter. Since he can self-produce.
In this movie, anyway.
In this movie, yeah. Yeah. But then how did he get his son in the old movies?
From the tail. That's why his son looks pretty human.
Yeah, but in the newer 1981, he had a smaller Godzilla that looked like his dad. But I get what you mean, yeah. Yeah, he had a smaller son.
We grew up with the 70s, so I don't remember the 80s movies.
Yeah.
I'm not very surprised by the actress's English-speaking abilities, because it's the same in Hollywood, where, for example, in Breaking Bad, I've heard that Giancarlo and a lot of the characters who were supposed to speak in Spanish weren't actually very good at it.
Yeah, only Lalo was like the first person.
Yeah, only Lalo, yeah.
But they were just
so
bad
I guess
at
it's the same thing here.
Yeah, so it's probably like to English-speaking audiences like us, it's cringy to hear that dialogue, or the way they express it. I mean, it's not just about reading the dialogue and acting it out. You have to know how to read it out.
Yes.
And obviously, it wasn't written by a native speaker. And I'm sure Japanese actors will say this. Japanese people will say the same thing about, say, Japanese lines in an American movie. You know, it's going to be like that. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, Daniel Day Kim in Lost apparently wasn't very good at it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
At Korean, I mean. So, but we couldn't tell. We don't speak Korean.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost for 99% of people who don't speak Korean. So.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the only example where it works decently well, English and Japanese, is Shogun, from what I read, since they had Japanese and
both
English writers working together on that.
But here it's probably a full Japanese team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how the German went for that little scene.
Yeah, I wonder.
I don't speak German, so I have no idea.
But we're not here to critique that part.
I didn't like that plot, though, where she's like, yeah, I'm going to run for president. I'm like, based on what?
Yeah,
where did that come from?
We don't know much information about her.
Yeah, there's not much information about her at all, and then they're presenting her as a U.S. candidate.
She seemed very cocky, like the first half of the movie.
She did seem kind of heartbroken about the
later on
atomic bombing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, potential nuclear bombing of Tokyo.
Because it's a country for grandmothers.
Yeah, she mentioned repeatedly.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of laid that on a bit thick.
It's almost like that line. In an investigation, details matter.
No, I don't want to hear that ever again.
But anyways, I think we're steering too far from the subject. The Godzilla in this film the design was very much later on. I really thought the entire movie he was going to be the lizard Godzilla with no hands. The way he was just snaking up through the building,
Yeah, that took me aback when I first watched it, the movie.
Yeah, and they gave us no time to prepare. Yeah, sure, they showed us hints of him when he was pushing the boats away, but it suddenly cuts to his face full on.
You're like, what the
Yeah. That took me by surprise.
And you mentioned he had a very rubbery design. I think, yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like it, like his
was that on purpose?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
Maybe it's like a reference to Godzilla was in an animal suit, like rubber suit back in the day. So I wonder if it was like
I guess so.
And then he disappears. Then he comes back as like, okay, now he looks a bit more like
Godzilla.
Yeah. You're like, okay.
There we go. Yeah.
But really cool
That's
design.
Godzilla,
he looks really fucking terrifying.
Yes, I like it when movies not risk, like they dare to try something new.
Yeah.
But they also maintain the old elements of
and have
whatever
something
they're trying
to
do. Yeah, and have something to say. So I think that's fine. Maybe some fans, maybe some of them are like, why does Godzilla look like this? But, it works well. And they used his old design later on in the film, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that design was awesome.
It was
very
great.
cool.
Yeah, it was really creepy.
And the ending, yeah, very creepy.
That part, yeah. Now we're just gonna wait for zombie Godzillas running around the city. I look forward to it. The walking Godzillas.
But I'm like, it's like kind of an easy ending, right?
Yeah.
You had that coming out of the tail. Is he gonna stay frozen forever? Like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah. How are they gonna pick him up and move him back, if they will?
So conceivably, they could make a sequel to this they wanted to. They could. They have plenty of elements. They have the tail things. They have Godzilla himself sitting there. They've got the uneasy ending. You can make sequels for these if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's true. They just lay down, just like in the Godzilla '98 when, I know many fans didn't like that film, but the ending too was very open as well.
Oh yeah. If they wanted to, they can make it. They can make something with it.
Yeah, must be a tradition for the Godzilla movies.
I love how we got all the archetypes for every character, known to man. Like all the archetypes. You got the woman scientist who was like didn't express any emotion until the ending, where she was really happy.
Smiling.
Yeah, or the cynical like party secretary, or the protagonist who's like the one who has the most emotion out of everyone and seems to be smartest.
Practical, yeah.
Yeah, they have all the archetypes.
Yes.
It seems like the acting was okay all around. It seems pretty good, but I don't know since I don't speak Japanese.
No, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Very very fun. I love how technical it was at times too.
I guess that's about it for discussion.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. Yeah, would you -1 or this one?
I think everybody's different, but I suppose because I prefer personal stories.
Yeah.
So I'd say -1.
Yeah.
And I also like that Godzilla was
bad.
More of a villain, that one. But I enjoyed this Godzilla too. This Godzilla was very demented and poor.
Yeah, he didn't feel like a villain in this one. He just felt like he was responding to stuff that was happening.
Yeah,
he got bombed, he hits back, but in general, he just walked around.
Yeah, I felt bad for him.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of weird.
Yeah, at least for the other one, I was rooting for the people, the humans, and I like the discussion of war and PTSD. Not that I like war itself, I'm just saying like the whole topic. Yeah.
And this one is just all about satire.
Yeah.
Of the political environment in Japan.
Yeah. So personally, I prefer -1 a little more, but I wouldn't mind rewatching this one again as well in the future. So.
Taiwan has the same thing though, actually, with offices. Whenever there's like a typhoon or earthquake, they have those, meetings. The president puts on a vest and then like joins those meetings for the press to watch, and then. But Taiwan's much smaller than Japan, so the meetings are probably more informal than Japan. Because
True.
like the Tokyo governor is in charge of area that's a ton of freaking people. So they probably are like a mini government on its own. Just a massive government on its own. All that bureaucracy.
True.
So they like doing those vest things. I don't know why. they just like, we're putting on the vest, so we're serious.
I think they have to in order to create this image.
They create this image. They're taking it seriously. Okay,
yeah,
we've changed
exactly.
clothes.
Can you imagine if they wore their casual clothes up there?
I guess it depends.
Would you take them seriously?
Depends.
I don't mean you. I just mean in general. So overall, it was an enjoyable movie. Loved the design. I thought the CGI was good.
Yeah. There were some wonky CGI moments, like the trains.
The bullet train was the only one that I felt
really awful.
Yeah, but it's fine because
it is 2016, so yeah, I'm not super picky about it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, that was. Hope you guys enjoyed our reaction to Shin Godzilla. The full reaction will be on our Patreon, as well as the reaction for our next movie. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take care and
have a good day.